I don't know what happened there, but okay. But anyway, um, it's very weird how you have to get your, like, you have to go on the website to get the FBI website to get your fingerprints, because um, certain postal services, the mail, USPS, um, certain ones do fingerprints. And if you go on the FBI website, it's like $18. Okay, well, I'm all about saving some money. So I I I need to get that. Um, and yesterday it was like I couldn't, and it's very irritating because it says to do that uh, between 1 and 5 months ahead. So we're in May, and so I have to get it done. I know, my facial expressions, I be eyeballing people like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to do this because I don't want to have to go to like a Identico or whatever and pay like $100 freaking to get it when I can pay 36. That, I don't know. Then I haven't posted it yet, but we did a video for the bank stuff, getting a apostille. Of course, I couldn't do it in the office, but you'll see it. I should That should be posted today as well, so it'll be two. Um, and so I paid extra to get it expedited, and hopefully they don't need a copy of our passports. I don't know, because if they do, then I have to go redo it, and that's going to be another $250. That'd be $500. $500. So I am cautiously optimistic, but I would like to really get that back. It's about, right now it's about stacking documents, just stacking them. Um, so I may have to send off for another freaking marriage license, and that's like 70 something dollars. It's, it's not, Portugal is precise. It's the timing of the paperwork that I think really is mind-boggling to a lot of people, because it's like, okay, I gotta time that right, gotta time that right, gotta time that right, so just trying to get it all together, and but I still feel this sense of calmness. I'm just anxious to get it really started, or I'm just anxious. One, I'm anxious to be there, just to put this in my rear view mirror. I know on Saturday, after getting back from the apostille, or no, it was Sunday. All these days are running together. I had a day because I ordered groceries for my child, because she's 23. Even though it's an okay job, I mean, it's got good benefits and stuff, the turnover there is high, and she's living in Michigan, and it's not like she's down the road and all this other kind of stuff. So she is on her own. You know what I mean? And as much as she says I'm ready to give up, she doesn't. So I know she gets that from me. I won't see her go hungry. You know what I mean? Now, leaving the country, I'm a little apprehensive because, I'll still get her food and stuff like that. But, being on a fixed income, I will not be able to say, okay, here, all of this. I mean, one thing she did do, it was just shocking to me. She was on our phone plan, and I can't get her to understand you don't need a new phone. She's like, oh, but the iPhone slows down, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, my phone is 4 years old. It's not as fast as it used to be, and going over to Portugal, I will treat myself, but I'm not going to treat myself to a 26. You know what I mean? I might go to a 24. You know what I mean? So, but every 2 years she's... Whee! Yeah, she was. We almost got sideswiped. Perhaps. I will treat myself. I'm not going to treat myself to a 26. I will get a 24. But every 2 years, she feels like she's got to get a brand new iPhone. And, just as soon as that bill comes down, it goes right back up. You know what I mean? And like when she was on our phone plan before, it was like, oh, I'll pay you. She paid some of the time, but not a whole lot. You know what I mean? And, I'm like, okay. So she did do that. She got her own phone plan. Because T-Mobile's jacking around. You can no longer do free upgrades. It's like T-Mobile got a name for themselves, and now every little perk that had everybody going to them, they're just taking away. It's greed. Let's just face it, it's greed. So, when they start losing people, whatever, for the foreseeable future, we will have T-Mobile. Even in Portugal, I just want to lower the bill as much as I can, like the 55 plus and stuff like that. And then when I'm over there, I'll be able to, boots on the ground research, what phone carriers over there will I be able to port my number over to, because I still need to maintain, good Lord, what the hell? Hold on, guys. These people are like side by side. Oh my God. Anyway, go any further, we could walk. Okay. We are. I'll be able to have boots on the ground research into figuring out what phone company I can port my number over to, because I still need to maintain my number here, and then we can just cut that bill right on down. I just feel like, having your American number makes it really easy for your banking, and I'm all about ease. I don't like you know, I don't like to be irritated. I like things to go smooth as much as they can. Now, I get about the bureaucracy and all that other kind of stuff. I mean, I'm black and in America. I get it, you know. So it's cool, you know what I mean. So yeah, just I'm happy for my daughter that she did that because it lowers our bill. Just hope she can keep it up, because I will not be able to help her as much as she thinks. And she's not really keen on me moving, because she actually said, why can't you just slow this process down? And it's like, no. I've tried to prepare her for a couple of years now. I even tried to talk her into going, but you know, she seems to think this country is worth saving. Newsflash, it isn't. And she, you know, she's in her 20s, so she doesn't see what I see. And that's understandable. You know, she hasn't lived like I've lived. You know what I mean? So, you know, hopefully in time. I mean, once I get there, who knows? Maybe she'll want to, you know, come on over. Who knows? Hopefully. But you know, that's what we got so far, ladies and gents. Almost to work. Yay. But until then, let me know what you think. I know I rambled a lot today. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. And like and subscribe if you like this content. I like chatting. Talk to you later. Ciao.